guys, Ash here, Watcher of Realms. Welcome to the video. Sending some love, some positive vibes your way today. Really appreciate you guys. We're almost at 15K subscribers. That's pretty freaking cool. Super undeserving, yours truly, but I'm happy to be a part of this community. I'm still enjoying this game, and there's a lot of good stuff to talk about coming next month. You never know with these updates. I don't want to be naively optimistic. You never know, right? Sometimes the dirty little, the gotchas, right, in the gotcha category, they don't come until we actually experience these things in game. That being said, I do want to give credit where credit is due in a few different areas in today's video. I'm not going to take a super deep dive into every little section because, again, there's dozens of videos out there from creators who are honestly have more, I guess, strategic foresight in terms of what the implications of each of these new dungeons, etc., could be on the game. But I want to make some observations that I haven't seen many others talk about when we review the update here. And I also want to thank you guys. We're at, we just hit 200K on the raid channel. That's freaking awesome. I started a new Dragonair channel as well. That channel is going well. I'm collabing with Saf. It's called Ash and Saf Dragonair. And here we're about to hit 15,000 subscribers as well. I'll tell you what, guys, I don't know if you guys play all three games that I do, Dragonair, Watcher of Realms, and Raid Shadow Legends. It's a lot of work, especially when you're making a freaking video on them every day, right? But at the same time, it's such a pleasure because the communities are awesome. The players are awesome. Like you guys, the viewers, it's so much better. And fast forward 30 seconds if you don't care about this, but I started with Clash of Clans almost 11 years ago on YouTube on my main channel, you know, daily upload since. And then I moved to Clash Royale, and I love those communities too, and I really love Supercell. But for me, it's a whole nother ball game. You know, first of all, I respect my young viewers. I respect my old viewers. Not a shot at anybody here. But having an overall demographic is a little bit more my age. I'm not talking to like 13-year-olds every video. It's really, really, it's cool, right? It's cool. It feels like people I'd be normally hanging out with maybe a little bit. So thank you guys so much for the support here. And we're, you know, we're creeping up on a year already on the channel. I think around 8 months or so. So thank you again to Dragonair and to Moonton as well for coming up with updates like this. They have been, though, to be a little negative because it's my MO. They have been a little spotty lately, haven't they? It's funny. Games launch. And I'm sure it's going to be the same thing with Fateless too, right? And I'm part of the Fateless team on the board of directors, so I'm talking a lot of Fateless lately, so I can say this. But the sentiment's always amazing when a game gets launched, right? And then you go through it's inevitable, right? You go through that, I don't know. This is, are they getting super greedy here, you know? And then things usually level set somewhere in between, right? But I've noticed that now covering like 10 of these games over the last decade. Anyway, June update content preview. I just want to, okay, the new Odyssey, right? Embark on a new Odyssey. Upon reaching certain milestones in Odyssey quests, you'll be eligible to claim a Dolores exclusive skin. Think of this as like kind of your daily, your missions, right? Your Arbiter missions, so to speak. You get a Dolores new skin. She's looking, I barely recognize Dolores in that skin. Man, I wish I could zoom in. Looking good, Dolores. Looking good. And then we have Init. Init is a free legendary, ladies and gentlemen. He's the ultimate reward. I love how this game does that. You can say what you want about Moonton so far, but man, they do a hell of a good job giving us tons of freaking content. I mean, Immortal Codex, all these bosses, new campaign stages, a new dungeon, and now they got more stuff, right? Now they have missions and a lot more coming as well. Clan versus clan, or the Guild Wars, excuse me. They do a freaking lot. They have for a game that's been out for less than a year, they do a hell of a lot. So you got to give them credit there. They're always adding something, right? And I'll be real with you guys. I think I'm the only one probably, but I wasn't a hater of the Immortal Codex bosses. But they didn't get me super excited, you know? And I feel like I'm in the minority there. I feel like there's been a lot of requests in the comments about like, why don't you cover more Immortal Codex bosses? I did on my like Razak video a couple days ago, but I don't do a lot. I mean, I do it, you know, but I don't spend a ton of time theory crafting and stuff like that because it does not speak to I guess the tower defense element of this game, which I already told you guys, like I play Dragonair every day, I play Raid every day, and I play Watcher every day. To me, that tower defense is what makes this game unique and keeps it fresh for me. And those boss battles in Immortal Codex, they don't feel like they're playing into that at all for me. It feels like it's just another raid boss or whatever, you know? Not that they're awful. They're not. It's new content. It's cool. The rewards are cool. They're very important for players, but it just doesn't excite me like some of this new stuff does. So there's a challenge stage, a main stage. That's cool. There's new demon soldiers. I will say this about demon soldiers. Maybe it's just me again. Please let me know in the comments below, but I don't know what the hell half of these guys do, you know? I find the way they treat demon soldiers in this game is so different than heroes, right? You know, you have to go to the Guild Wars screen and you can look at your dudes and, you know, you can read what they do and read their ratings, but it's not as intuitive. It doesn't feel like they fill in that hero collector vibe, you know? I don't feel like even the demon soldiers that I have, I don't even really feel like I own them like I do in the way that I own my pixels of champions, of heroes in the game, you know? It doesn't feel, maybe I'm at a loss of words. I don't feel like I'm describing it correctly, but I almost feel like the demon soldiers need to have their own like UI interface in the game, similar to how heroes do. And then I would get a little bit more excited about it. Moreover, I'm still not incredibly happy. I hate to be a complainer when I said I love the update, but I'm still not entirely happy with the availability of demon soldiers, right? It feels very RNG based. I feel like just upping the quality of the type of demon soldiers that you can get from both the shop and from Guild Boss. Guild Boss is always the most popular element of these games, and frankly, I feel like Guild Boss rewards overall really suck in this game compared to other games, right? But they do address that later on, so stay tuned. New map mechanics, okay, they got new map mechanics. This is what I was talking about. Molten Lava, Powder Keg. This actually plays into the tower defense dynamic that makes this game really special, really unique, and really fun. So I'm really excited about the new map mechanics, right? That's cool. Gear Dungeon major updates. We have a new Gear Dungeon, the Frenzied Blood Mistress. Basically, it's another Gear Dungeon. I think this actually is coming soon, like in a few days, I want to say, but don't hold me to that. But this is cool as well, right? And the best thing about this, right? We can get in, you can read all about her, and there's a lot of videos breaking her down as well. But the best part, yeah, Hatsu, Hex, and Ardia, yeah. But you can see with Aelin and Edith specifically, they're doing a really good job, and they did this really well in Immortal Codex as well. Even though I didn't like the bosses, there was kind of an ancillary benefit from that content that I really enjoyed, and we're seeing it here again, and we see it in Gear Raid 4 to a certain extent as well. It gives us more versatility in the heroes that we have in the game. Hey, there's two ways to buff heroes in the game, right? I guess there's more than two, but there's two main ways. Number one is give them buffs, right? And we've been calling for more active balancing in this game for a while, right? The other way is just add new content where unsung heroes, pun intended, can shine, right? And that's what's happening here on the new dungeon. I love that Edith is going to be a rock star there. That makes me feel good as somebody who wasn't super thrilled with my Edith summon, right? So major props to Moonton for executing on that. They have major adjustments. The opening period for each dungeon will be extended with 2 different dungeons unlocked concurrently. The content of the Gear Dungeon status will be updated regularly. I will say that maybe I'm just nitpicking here, or maybe I missed some memo as to why this is important, but I almost feel like they should be separate. They should not be open at the same time. They should actually be open, like there should always be an extra gear raid open, but not, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Different gear dungeons require different dungeons keys to challenge. Upon each opening, the gear dungeon commandos will obtain 100 corresponding dungeon keys for each dungeon. You guys can read the rest. There's a redeem shop, yada, yada, yada. Other important updates. Gear plan. Commanders can now customize and save gear plan with a unique name and select from these saved gear plans to equip with a single tap. I love that, man. Listen, the first thing that strikes me about this game, or struck me about this game, is, oh my God, there's free gear swaps. There's free gear swaps. This is insane. And the second thing that struck me is, holy crap, it is impossible to keep track of anything in this damn game. You'd think I would just have a piece of paper in front of me, like an old school piece of paper, where I would just jot down, okay, this person's gear is on this person, but it never works out that way, right? Am I right? Anybody feel the same way? I'm always just swapping gear all over the place, and then my team's not working. I don't know why. So having gear plans that I can basically move over would be really, really cool. I'm not sure if it will solve all those UI problems that I mentioned, but I'm excited to see it in action as well. I do like that idea. The Guild Boss chest from Nightmare difficulty and above will no longer include common rewards such as insignias and rare skill crystals, but they have a higher chance to grant legendary skill crystals and other valuable items. TBD on what those other valuable items are, but I just issued the complaint about a minute or two ago. I think that Guild Boss chests kind of suck in this game, really. I think they're really bad compared to what we get in every other Guild Boss battle in this genre of game. So I'm really excited they went in here because removing lower difficulty, and they even say it here, gives room for higher value rewards. So overall, those are my quick thoughts on kind of the state of the game. More so than what's coming in the update, how I'm feeling about what's coming in the update. And I feel like they are going back to the tower defense. We have a legendary unit. We have new dungeons. We have new content. I'm a big fan. This seems like a massive update in the right direction for this game. I'll be real with you guys. I really hope this game succeeds long term. I really do. I think it's unique. I think it's cool. That's all I have to say about that. In the words of Forrest Gump, guys, we're going to end it here. Thank you for watching. Let me know how you feel about this update. Am I too optimistic? Am I too pessimistic? Did you see something that I didn't see there that is worth commenting on for you as well? Let me know in the comments below. Much love. And as always, take care, guys.